Well, one of the biggest high school districts in the state is going back to class. District 214, that's in the northwest suburbs, has now announced that students are going to go back to full-time in-person learning come April 5th. That district includes Prospect, Hersey, Wheeling, Buffalo Grove, Rolling Meadows, and Elk Grove High Schools. Sky Fox, of course, taking us over Elk Grove, that area there. Plans also calling for an in-person graduation ceremony. All District 214 schools will have COVID precautions in place.
All right, so parents a little south of there in Geneva not so happy this morning. They continue to battle the school board over a decision to bring the students back in person.
Yeah. So joining us this morning is Jean Smith. She's the co-founder of Geneva Parents United for Students. Good morning to you. We thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So I had a question I was going to ask you, but I just read this other story that's breaking news this morning. I want to get your reaction to hearing that school district is going to open everything up. Their kids are coming back, and you hear this, and what are your thoughts?
I'm excited for any group of kids that gets to be back in the classroom. Of course, as a parent of children in D304, until we get that news for our district, there's a little pang of jealousy, wishing that was my kids, but excited that the kids in the area are starting to head back to school as they need to be.
Yeah, let's talk about your district. You're in 304, and if I do the math, you've got a little more than 50 school days left. So tell our viewers, why is it in your mind that the hybrid plan that they've been under just isn't working?
Well, first and foremost, the hybrid plan that we all chose at the beginning of the school year, it changed in January. So we're not still doing the plan that we initially chose as our educational model for the school year. So at the beginning of January, they removed an in-person day. They removed Fridays. So to say that we would fulfill the year with the hybrid model it's just not the original one. So that's first. Second off, children learn best in the classroom. Anyone that is in education would agree with that. So if we are starting to see that the guidelines are loosened and the teachers are getting vaccinated, we need to be done with hybrid. It's time to get back in the classroom 5 days a week, full-time in person.
And what is the district saying to you all?
At this point, with what the ISBE and the IDPH just released yesterday, which was exciting news as a parent in the state of Illinois, that they're urging everyone get back in the classroom. We've loosened the guidelines to 3 to 6 feet of social distancing. That was huge. So we did get an email from our district yesterday just saying that they too got the same information and that they would be working on a plan. And that's where we're just left a little disheartened, a little upset. We should have had a plan. We knew guidelines would loosen. So, it should kind of be like, let's hit the easy button, guys. We knew this day was going to come. So get these kids back in school. Let's hear the plan for how we can get back in.
Okay, but let's be honest. So as of last week, there was at least 1 confirmed case of COVID at Geneva High, 4 at the middle schools, and 3 at the elementary schools. I bring it up because my understanding is some of your brethren there, even in the group, say maybe we should just go remote for the end of the year and close out the school year from home. To that, you say what?
Well, I will say that those that are supporting Geneva Parents United for Students, nobody is suggesting to go full remote till the end of the year. A start would be giving us our Fridays back. Let's see that the board is listening, the administration is listening, and they too believe that in-person is important. So let's start with our Fridays back. But again, seeing what the ISBE just came out with yesterday, and yes, while there might be a case or two, we should never wait until we operate at 0. That's just not realistic. And so, do I like any cases? No, but I mean, this is the world we're going to be living in. There's still people out there that are getting sick, and so, but the numbers are so much lower. So for that, we just need to get back in the classroom. These children are struggling, and in-person learning is the best learning for all children.
Okay, what do you mean when you say we'd like to get our Fridays back? What does that mean? You would like, if you're going to do virtual learning, you think the kids need a break on a Friday, so they do it like a 4-day school week? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm sorry. So like I was just saying earlier about the hybrid model that we chose at the beginning of the school year, it started with 2 guaranteed days, depending on your last name, and then every other Friday. And that was the model some parents chose. And then in January, without any parental input, the district pulled that Friday and made the kids go all remote.
Got it.
all
Okay.
Friday.
All right, well, we know you're going to be hearing from parents in a survey this week. We also want to let our viewers know we have reached out to the school board. We are awaiting a response. Jean Smith, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.